and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trail. The Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real-world runs, so if you're interested in Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real-world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. The biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Morning everybody, it is 11:35. We're doing the Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro, and we've got about 20 seconds to go before we start. I am going to hold off as long as I possibly can because I think running in France, I think my Kinni app is a little bit early, jumps in early, so I will be climbing up quite early before you guys. So I'm going to start. You're starting now. I'm going to just go over there and press start, and I'll be a little bit later than you guys. Right, so I'm away. We're off walking 5 kilometers per hour, and we'll do that for a few hundred meters before we start climbing proper. In a minute, we will raise the treadmills to 12%. So welcome along, Andrew Jackson. Hello, Sebastian and Clive. And anyone else who's joined. David Merry is there as well. Hello to you. So just a few of us this morning doing the Film My Run 500 climb using the Kinni app on the Noble Pro treadmill. And if you want to buy a Noble Pro treadmill, there is a link in the description which will get you a discount and gets me a little kickback as well. And also at the moment, Noble Pro are offering £100 off their range. So if you want to go and buy a Noble Pro treadmill, now is the time, because you'll get 100 quid off and my discount, which is in the description of this video. And if you do need the discount code and you can't find it, do message me and I will send it on to you. Morning Heather, she says, just think, Clive, last week you did this in jeans and a jumper. Did he? Did he run it last week in jeans and a... Oh yeah, because he raced back, didn't he, in time? Because I wasn't here, was I? I was busy doing something else. And yeah, and Clive was racing back to do the run. Right, I've got to take the zero shoes off, I've just realised. Hang on. Right, now we're at the proper elevation. Good morning, Don. He says, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Clive says, this week I'm just wearing boxer shorts as I was late to the party. I've just stripped off. I'm glad you're not live streaming today then, Clive. Yeah, exactly. Good job I'm not live streaming. Now, what I have to let you know is that I am stinky because I went to get my Noble Pro vest and my shorts and they weren't washed. from Tuesday. So I'm wearing Tuesday's smelly, sweaty, unwashed kit. So I stink in here. It's a good job that you cannot see me, or smell me rather. Right, we're at 12% on the treadmill. If you can put your treadmill up to 12%, do. If not, as high as it will go, or as high as you dare put it. And we're going to just carry on walking till we get to the first arch. I will be going to 5.5 a little bit earlier than you guys, I think. I think my Kinni app is going to be a little bit out of sync. I must change this course to New York. Anyway, we're halfway now to level 24. Hopefully by tonight. Tonight is a long run. 15 kilometres tonight. For the Bag That Badge series, we're doing Flat Irons, which is the longest route. And I'm hopeful that I'll get close to level 24 tonight. Live, of course, is already at level 24 and is proudly wearing his blue top, his blue vest. Yeah, let's see if we get that extra XP today as well. Let's see what happens if we, every time we hit a kilometre, so that we've got 3 or 4 kilometres we're going to hit. Each time we hit a kilometre, just keep your eyes open and see if we get that extra XP that we got on Tuesday. I don't know if you noticed, we haven't got it in any other events. So I didn't see it in any of the other runs we've done since Tuesday. So let's see if we get it this morning. So it should be the standard 20 XP when we get to 250 meters, so any second now we should see 20 XP go up. We should. Right. Oh, there we go. There's my 20 XP. Okay, there's 20 XP goes up there. So when we get to 1 kilometre, let's see. Hello, Leifon. Leifon's going to go out soon. When we get to 1 kilometre, let's see if we get that crazy large amount of XP added. Steve Main, thank you very much for the ride on. Oh, my title's all gone skew-if. Oh, right, I've started. There we go, I'm at 5.5 now automatically. That gave me a bit of a shock then. So I'm about 50 metres before you guys. I just have to straighten out this title here. Well, that is odd. I've got a double title going. Why is that? So we've got a weird title thing happening. I don't really understand what's going on there. Seems to be a bit messed up. Yeah, I've got a mirror. Yeah, it's a mirror, kind of a mirror effect, isn't it? Don Mega says, are there any treadmills that when synced with Zwift app will adjust the incline to what's showing in the app? No, Don, but it's not anything to do with the treadmills. There are plenty of treadmills that will do that, but it's Zwift that is the problem. So the Zwift app does not send out that data to the treadmills. So it doesn't send out control data. So there are plenty of treadmills that could read that data and implement it, but they don't have the data to do anything with. So even if they wanted to control speed and incline, they can't, because they don't get that data. So as Clive says, I'm using the Kinni app, and basically all I've done is I've copied this Zwift workout and I've made an equivalent workout on the Kinni app, because the Kinni app can send out control data to my treadmill. So my treadmill is responding to information from the Kinni app, telling it to speed up, slow down, increase or decrease incline. Which is why you will see in the Kinni app, my speed increases earlier, about 500 meters earlier than the workout in Zwift. Essentially because it's a different workout. I'm running a different workout. The music seems very quiet. Have we lost the music? Can't hear any music. I'm going to turn it up. I can vaguely hear some music. Leifon, the reason is that Zwift are a bit concerned about the safety aspect of runners on a treadmill suddenly having their speed increase and then runners falling off their treadmill and getting injured and then suing Zwift. It's fine on a bike. You know, if the resistance increases on a bike or decreases, you're not going to fall off and injure yourself. Whereas on a treadmill, if the speed increases dramatically or decreases, then it can shock the runner who might destabilise and fall off. So Zwift have always been a little bit concerned about that. Heather, thank you for the ride on. Right, keep your eyes open. When we get to 1 kilometre, let's see if we get that extra XP. We're just over 100 metres away from the arch. I've sped up now, 60 metres before, so I'm now at 6 kph. You can see that on the right hand side on the app there. Right, keep your eyes open. Do we get the extra XP points? Or is it just 20? No, yeah, we get a ton of extra XP, look at that! A ton of extra XP! Did you see how much it jumped up then? Okay, right, tell all your friends. Come and do Film My Run 500. You will get a ton of XP before they find out and change it. Come and do the Film My Run 500 for sneaky extra XP. There it is. The evidence right before your eyes. Look how quickly I'm moving up from 23 to 24. Wow, I bet you wish you'd joined the run now, Heather, don't you? Sebastian, tell everyone to come and join on Tuesday. They'll have fixed it by Tuesday, won't they? They will have fixed it by Tuesday. But we can hope. How funny. So the next thing is to check whether or not, if you did the workout on your own, whether you would still get a big bump in XP. Right, Heather is doing a slow 5k whilst watching this. She says, I'm missing out big time. Serves me right. Yeah, you could have done a slow 5k with us and got your massive XP. Hilarious. Then, when, and than. Are you asking what the difference is between those words, Sebastian? Then, when, and than. Oh, here's our favourite song for cadence. So match your cadence to this song. Okay. So, Sebastian, then and than. So than, T-H-A-N, is used for comparison. So this running shoe is better than that running shoe. I would rather go to Mauritius than Costa Rica. So comparison. It's better to eat vegetables than sweets. Leafon says, what is the common winning time of Zwift Run Academy? There is no winning time. There is no winning time. They just choose the person who they think is most worthy of the prize. And Sebastian, then is used. How is it used? I'll give you examples. So you would say, first we will go to the theatre, and then we will go for a meal. Or we watched Star Wars first, and then we watched Raiders of the Lost Ark. I reached 1 kilometre, and then I got extra XP. And more XP is better than no XP. Hello, Leo. How are you, buddy? XP points. Yes. XP points. So I hope that makes it a little bit clearer for you, Sebastian, and thank you to Heather as well for chipping in with the English language class this morning. You could pay your monthly English language subscription fee, please, to film my run at Santander Bank. Thank you. .400 metres to go before we speed up a bit more. Yes, Leo. Leo, when are we going to run together? When are you going to come down here, or when am I going to come up there and we do a run together? We have to sort this out sometime, Leo. XP. That was a bit odd, wasn't it? Because that was at 1.73. We got 20 XP. Why did we get 20 XP at 1.73, not 1.75? Okay, we can see the next arch up ahead. Leafon wants to do some sprint accelerations, but everything is ice. What to do? Have you got any ice grips that you can put on your shoes? I've got some attachments for my trail shoes for snow and ice, which have got tiny grips on the bottom which dig into the ice. Heather is wearing new trainers. She says they are an awful lilac colour, but they were cheap. Colours for ladies' trainers aren't always great, no. Well, I mean, it's some and some, isn't it? Because some colours for men's trainers are awful as well, but some are great. Keep your eyes open for the next lot of XP dropping in 100 metres. Sebastian says, what about this and that? Okay, so this workout is good. That workout that we did yesterday was bad. This hot chocolate is lovely. That hot chocolate that I've just tasted is horrible. This Zwift top is smelly. That Zwift top is fresh out of the washing machine. Okay, let's check the app. Do we get a ton of XP? Here we go. Oh yes, look at that, look how much it jumped up. Oh, this is so exciting. This is so exciting. I am going to be doing the Film My Run 500 every day now. You only get massive XP jumps in the Film My Run 500. By the way, can I just check, is everyone else seeing this as well? Clive, Sebastian, are you getting it on your apps as well? Okay, Leo is going to come down and visit me down here on the south coast. We'll sort it out. We will sort it out. Yes, Clive, that's an interesting point. Is this extra XP that we're getting coming out of our accumulated bank, or is it free new points? That's the question. Leo says XP points. New to me, yeah. We've got these new levels, Leo. You know about that, don't you? So we now go up to level 30. And but they're drip feeding us the XP. So we get it bit by bit from all the accumulated XP that we've built up while we were on level 21. We're getting it drip fed to us. So we're getting like double points. But we've discovered a bug in the Film My Run 500 that we haven't discovered in any other workout yet. That every kilometre we get a massive drop of XP. So if you watch, when we hit kilometre 3, you can see 20 XP points goes up there. So every 250 metres, we get 20 XP. But every time we hit a kilometre, we get like I don't know how many, but it looks like 100 or 200 XP. Okay. Sebastian tried the other Film My Run 500 events and there's no extra XP there. Okay. Heather says, this is outrageous. That is so unfair. Heather, you've got to be in it to win it. It's a bug. If it's a bug, we take advantage of the bugs wherever we can. And we are flying. But as Clive said, it might be that these are just coming out of our accumulated XP. So we're actually not really benefiting anymore. Leo's going to be on level 30 tomorrow now that he knows this information. There is a glitch in the matrix. Yeah, Heather, you can still join. There are 5 minutes left of late join. So you can late join up to 30 minutes into a run. So you've got 5 minutes left, Heather, to late join and get some extra XP. And I need to be quiet because my heart rate is going sky high at the moment. So let me just calm down. Leo says, what's your plans? Except for the marathon, what's next? Well, so we've got Paris Marathon in April. So I'm going to try and go hard at Paris Marathon. Then I've got 500 milers. So I'm doing the Centurion Grand Slam. So Thames Path 100, South Downs Way 100, North Downs Way 100, and the Autumn 100. And then sandwiched in the middle of those, I've got UTMB 100, the big dance in Chamonix. So 5 100 milers this year, buddy. Heather says, I would never late join an event just to secure extra XP. I am so above that. And then she says, oh, hello. I've no idea how that happened. Hello, Heather. I'm going to find my mouse. I'm going to drop some ride-ons. Heather, you clever lady. Well done, you. Right, ride-ons for everyone. There we go. Sorry, messed up the screen there. There we go. Leo says, I think your training needs to be based on elevation for this year. Yeah, well, it will be after the marathon. So I'm going to keep it relatively flat and fast until the marathon. And then after the marathon, then I'll start working on elevation as well. So, Heather has joined us for the last 10 minutes. That's 12 minutes of the run. And it's just because she loves us. It's nothing to do with gaining a ton of extra XP. Heather, do let us know if you see that extra XP, won't you? Because there's lots of interesting information gathering. 100 meters to go again now, till we see that next big drop. Okay, I'm speeding up. Here we go, it's so exciting. We are so excited. Keep your eyes on the orange bar, see how far it jumps up. Keep your eyes to the right of that to see if you can see how many X points we get. 100 and something should be. $198 was that? That is mad. There we go. Aaron, Francie, thanks for the ride on, Aaron. Yeah, Sebastian says it was around 200 XP. Heather, did you get that as well? Christoph Hermans, thanks for the ride on. I'm afraid not, Leo. Leo says, do viewers get any XP for watching? That would be nice, but I don't think so. Unfortunately. What a good idea, though. Oh, yes, Heather hasn't done a full kilometre yet. Okay. Yes. Heather, it probably hasn't happened yet because you haven't passed 1 kilometre yet. I don't think. Need to make sure I keep my heart rate low. So, Leo, we think it only happens on this event, though. We don't think it happens on the other events. Okay, Leafon says, what's your 1k, 3k and 5k personal best? 5k PB is 18 minutes 16 seconds. I've no idea what my 3k PB is. My 2k PB, my 1k PB, I think, is something like 240 something. 250 or 240 something. I can't remember, but it was downhill. Yes, Leo. Catch up with you soon. Talk to you in a minute. I'm going to look up what my 1k PB is. My 1k PB is 2 minutes 42 seconds. That was downhill at a race in Sussex, outdoors, down a really big steep hill, and I just let my legs completely go and fly down the hill. So it's not really a proper 1k fast time. It's just what I did, basically falling down a hill. 300 metres to go to the next big XP rise. Don't forget, bag that badge tonight is a long run. Flat irons, 15 kilometres tonight. 7 p.m. 8 p.m. Central European time, 7 p.m. UK time. Lunchtime in the USA. Come and do bag that badge. Flat irons route. $150, I've hit 150 already. Johansson, thanks for the ride on. Here we go. Final big XP coming up. Oh yes. Massive jump. Well done, everybody. Oh, that was a bit of a hot and sweaty one today. Well done though, folks. So max heart rate. Now that can't be right. It's still reading heart rate. What's going on there? Okay. So, Heather says, I think my XP points are just normal. That's what happens when you try to make ill-gotten gains without meriting them. Good effort though, Heather. Good idea for joining. Yeah, we're done. Okay, well done everyone, says Clive. Good work. See you again next time. I don't know if people are outside tonight or whether they are running. Bag that badge. Max heart rate 152 today. So we didn't manage to stay under 150. I am still walking, even though I've stopped the treadmill. So we need to address that. I need to go back to Noble Pro and talk to them about that. But we've made some big gains on XP today. 23, level 23. And we will be getting up to level 24 tonight. 15 kilometers to do tonight in Flat Irons in Bag That Badge. So come and join us for that. Otherwise, we will see you Saturday for the Paris Marathon. No, we won't, because we're going away. But Marcus and Sarah may well see you. They'll certainly be leading the event. So Marcus and Sarah will be your leaders for Saturday evening's 1.5 hour run, Paris Marathon training. And we may be able to get them to live stream as well. We'll see if we can organise that. We are in the process of organising a Zoom meeting to try and thrash that out. So we'll see what we can do. Right, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going for a shower. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Thank you for joining the run. Heather says thanks, Stephen. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, take care all. See you tonight.